Go.
Hello class, this is Gerald Schwartz and today we're going to be doing our balloon demonstration for the first day of class. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk to you about in this demonstration is the materials. What materials are we going to be using? So we're going to be using tape. We're actually going to cut little pieces of duct tape off like this to little tiny squares. Okay, then we'll be using a balloon right here and we'll be putting those little pieces of tape onto the balloon. Also, for our demonstration, we're going to use a ruler and we're going to use the millimeter centimeter side of the ruler. So right now, those are the materials. And right now, I would like you to do is go ahead and pause it. Okay, so pause this video and write down the materials that are going to be used for this demonstration. Okay, so welcome back. We already talked about what materials we're going to be using. Now I'm going to talk to you about the methods. So basically you have this balloon and you're going to be sticking a bunch of these little pieces of duct tape on the balloon. Eventually, and I'm going to speed this up, it's going to look like this. So we have the balloon with little pieces of tape all over. Do you guys see that? Is that clear? Okay, great. So, and then what we're going to do is we're going to blow up the balloon, inflate it, and then deflate it and see what happens and make some observations. So actually, before starting this, what I did is I took measurements from one tape, this tape here, and measurements of two tapes almost in between, almost in an angle of this one tape in the center right here. So it looks like this. And what I saw is that one tape in the center, other tape is about 1 millimeter away from there, and when it's deflated, and other pieces of tape is about 1.5 millimeters away. Okay, so we'll use that also as part of our observations. So go ahead right now, and I would like you to go ahead and pause this video, and as you're doing this, I want you to write at least 2 scientific questions in the first section of your lab paper or lab demonstration paper. So you should have that. Also, one thing I want you to know, part of this experiment is don't say that the pieces of tape are going to fly off, because for this experiment, it shouldn't. For this demonstration, it shouldn't fly off. So anything else, you can go ahead and use that for your at least 2 scientific questions. So go ahead and pause it now and do that. All right. So hopefully now we're going to get back and we're going to be doing the methods, blowing out the balloon. I have all the pieces of tape there and I made some initial observations. And now I'm going to blow up the balloon. And so you see the pieces of tape, they are separating apart, okay? So actually, and I have that one piece of tape here and I did measurements of these 2 pieces of tape. So now I'm curious what happened. How much further went apart? And so that was about 9 millimeters from this one piece of tape and about between 10 and 11. So, and now deflate it. So when it was inflated, yeah, I had about 9 millimeters from this piece of tape to this one, and about from 12 millimeters from this piece of tape to the other one. So that's what happened after, okay? And let me turn around and show you what happened before. So before that was about 1 millimeters and 1.5 millimeters apart. And then if you see after, it increased in distance. So all of the pieces of tape actually increased in distance from one another. So we can do this again just to show you. So you see the tape here. Let me blow it. And I see these pieces of tape are moving further and further apart. And as I deflate it, they are moving closer together. Okay? Inflate, pieces of tape are moving further apart. When I deflate it, it's moving closer together. Okay, so that almost concludes our demonstration, but there's one thing I want you to think about now, which I want you to do in the conclusion and the discussion section of your lab paper, is how does this experiment, deflating the balloon with the tape on it, represent something in the cosmosphere or the universe itself. So think about that, discuss that amongst each other, and I'll actually come by and visit you in your break rooms and we'll continue that discussion. And then go ahead and finish this lab paper and fill out the answers. One thing I want to note is everyone needs to fill out their own lab paper and do it in their own words, and then you'll turn that in separately, but you are working as a group together on this. Okay, thank you.